everybody. Welcome back to Shapes 2. Yeah. Been far too long. The void is looking pretty cool though. So I need to get blueprint points working again. My number 10 is up. My operator levels are going up pretty fast because the number 6 reward milestone number 6 is coming through, and it's coming through pretty quickly. So I'm gonna have, you know, research points and all the rest of that pretty quickly. Other than that, we've got the 3 previous milestones, 4, 5, and 6 are doing really well. I haven't redone my task area like I was going to. Haven't redone it yet. So now I'm down to milestone number 7 and some of the pin tasks that are going to come my way, which is count, you know, colors and whatnot. So now it's time to redo my colors. Now it's time to redo this stuff. So not absolutely sure where I want to run these, but I do know I don't want them where they're at. Hey everybody. So, okay. I got everything done. Down to 854 platform units, because it took a little bit to get this one going. But what I've got is all 7 colors coming in nicely in 4 available to me on 4 outlets. And so basically all I got to do is, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. The shapes, I rerouted them all, added more trains to them and whatnot, or more cars to the trains, and now I have 5 pieces. So just in case I happen to have 5 squares, 5 circles, 5 whatever in each one of the pin tasks, because this is the pin task zone. And you'll notice that if you know, previous, I have way more room in here. So I'm contemplating taking on one of the first tasks, and I'm thinking between the 2 of these, I'm thinking the Grand Doomed is actually a much easier task to take on. There's actually no cutting or anything involved. It's just drag it out, paint it up, and send it down the line. It's going to be pretty easy. So the first one is I'm just going to do one of these for this for today. There's a lot further that I got to take these now, but neither here nor there. The first one is gray. So it's the second one, the windmill that I need. And she needs to be red. Might as well go all the way out to red. I get my painting blueprint, which should be this one right here. Line it up. Gather it afterwards and drop it on top of a star. We can turn, because I'll be wanting to go up there. It's stars on the bottom. So flip that. Go. There we go. First shape done. Yeah, I know this area got a little larger, but I think the bigger pieces and the more complex ones will be a little different. So we'll just wait for that to get complete, and I think I'll enjoy a coffee. Okay, so first piece, pretty much got it done. The second piece in this needs white on here. And then it requires a circle. That's pretty easy. Yeah, circle's on top. So let's go there. Oops. And then up. There we go. And that'll be second piece. We're going to I button that. Oh, the I button just resets everything. Okay, there we go. And that'll give me 112 and 2. So I should be about 900, I think. You know, once because this is, for anyone who noticed, I mean, you could bring this back. I had it closer before, because then I'm not traveling as far. But I started to notice I was getting real cramped, and I was starting to build on the far side of this, and I was starting to, yeah. So I gave myself more room. Do you need it? Well, you know, you could. Room is not a big deal until you run out of platform ports. So here's the second one going through. Okay, so now that I know I've gone past where I need it, the next piece has a windmill, so I've already drawn that out, but it's catching up. The circle needs to turn into magenta. That's all got to get reset. That last one took off, so I'll be hitting 12K here real quick. Okay. And then after this gets turned magenta, it gets put on top of that. Then we just need another stacker. Like so. There we go. And that's that piece. Like I said, it's just a fairly simple piece. And yet again, another piece. Okay. Stop there. The next one needs this windmill to turn blue. And then I'm going to need green as well. I come out here. These are pretty simple shapes. Pretty simple shapes. And there we go. Then we need a green. Sorry, that's why. So I need another circle. That'll work. There. Oh, blue and green. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So, blue windmill, green circle. I said fairly straightforward shapes on it. I didn't have to do any cutting for these. So I'm just going to kind of breeze through a few of these real quick. And all the while, I'm gaining operator levels. Excuse me. So I'm now 58, top 10% of the worldwide. I'm still gaining platform. I'm actually gaining enough blueprint that I'm not even burning through my blueprint points. I had just under 4 million quite a while ago, and now I'm just about back up there. So I haven't even made this blueprint piece, which I've got a place for it, by the way. I did, yeah, blueprint zone. So that's going to be my blueprint piece. I have the right pieces around here for that. So it's going to be, I don't know, going to be a fairly easy one to build. But as you can see from the overview, I mean, this is pretty simple stuff. Bring out a shape, color it, move it along, stack it. It's this part of the game's getting a little like, why are you calling it insane mode? Kind of my thinking is. Now, I could be way more efficient, by the way. I could be doing multiple pin tasks and the milestone all at the same time. My disclaimer, I'm doing stuff around the house everywhere. So this is kind of like an AFK game. I'll come back, cue up the mic. Hey, there we go. Got a piece. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. There we go. Set up for the next one. And then go run around the house for a little bit and get stuff done. And there's our piece. There's our final. So. Anyway, and go get some more stuff done. Alrighty, and we're done the next one. So in the meantime, I've been working on a new blueprint. So what I noticed was I goofed up. So each one of these can only handle 2. How many buildings of this type one fluid launcher can supply or consume? So if you look at the actual building, right? How many buildings of this type type 1 fluid launcher can supply or consume? So 2. 900 liters per minute. Okay, whatever. But only 2. So that means each line coming in can only be 2. And yet, I mean, look at how much I had no idea where my brain was. And then on top of that, because I think what I'm thinking is that the fluids can handle 7,200 liters per minute. And I did the math and I went, okay, fine. So that means, you know what I mean? 9. So 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 63, 72. So that might work out fine. Where I goofed up was thinking that I can split it up. The throughput on a tank is only 1,800. So either I don't have the tanks hooked up, which means I got no backup. I got no, you know what I mean? There's the only is the fluid contents of the actual mixer itself. And I did actually want fluid tanks, but where I'm goofing up is I'm taking something that I loaded with 7,200. Then I'm sticking it through something that can only handle 18. So I'm bottlenecking myself. So what I came up with was, it's just over here. Same thing. Okay. I'm still going to get the 1,800 per minute, but now I'm doing first level entry into 2. Like each one of these lines only handles 2, which is what the capacity of the color mixer is. And then it can shove it out into a launcher. And each one of these launchers is going to have a full tank of 1,800 per minute behind it. With 9 and 9, right, going into each fluid launcher, which means 9 and 9, 900 and 900 going into a tank that can handle 1,800. I do a lot my tanks. And then that can go through, and each one of the launchers can handle 1,800. So I did my usual, get all 3, and then each one takes care of a level. So I'm going to replace my current thinking with this thinking. Give me a minute and I'll be right back. So I don't know whether the fluid buffers are doing what I think they should be doing. Because to me, they should be accepting the storage of this fluid. And maybe they are, and it's just getting rid of it faster. Because it does look like it's pumping it out faster. Like this looks like it's moving much faster. And then, because of the way I got it set up, of course, all 3 sets are coming in. And then that's heading up the line, getting split again, you know, for 2nd and 3rd level. And then once again, you know, creating white. And I think it's moving faster. I think I'm getting a much better. What happened was it emptied during that last piece. It emptied and it was having a very, very hard time. Let's go catch up with the white here. It was having a very hard time keeping this full, which was messing this up, right? Because you'll notice that this line is now empty. This is still creating the old original piece. So it looks like I messed up. Totally. I really admit, I don't know where like I said, I think my thinking was that I got lines that'll handle 7200, but then I didn't take into effect the, and this looks much better. Much fuller. Yeah, it looks better. What I wasn't taking into effect was that each launcher can only handle 1800 per minute. So what's the point in having 7200 behind it if it can only handle 1800? So I think this is a much better blueprint. It's a little spread out. I don't know whether I could put this onto a single. Like, I don't know whether I could crunch that up, maybe take out the tanks. But my thinking is, if I can catch one that's already full, which none of them are yet. I just made it and just put it down. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to use this as my fluid mixing from now on. So the cayenne is backed up. No, it isn't. No, it's still flowing. But what I'm guessing is that these will fill up and hold. As soon as that backs up, now all of a sudden this will fill up. And then it'll have 2,400 liters of capacity, where the throughput afterwards is 1,800. So these will pump 900 per minute. So at least I'll have, well, basically 48. And then it can only pump out 18 per minute. So it will back up. Looks like it is. It's doing its job because these are emptying and yet this isn't moving. So it's filling them up. Okay. It is doing the job. Okay, cool. And then these will fit. That's what I wanted. I want a little buffer. Because I want a buffer. It just makes sense to me to have a buffer there. Anyways, yeah, okay. Well, I'm feeling much better. And then these will back up and then I'll have fluid, blah, blah, blah. I don't put buffers before. The buffer is kind of the line. You know what I mean? And then as long as you're not drawing more than what these can produce, I mean, these are backed up after a while. I mean, they're not backed up right now, but after a while, these all get backed up. So that's in thinking anyways, that's my buffer, is the length of the paint line coming in. Now this does kind of take up platform units though. So I'm kind of hemming and hawing here. I'm kind of looking at this and I'm wondering if I can cut out basically, all of this. I mean, I'm not going to cut it out right now, but if I can cut out all of that, which is 150 platform units, okay, and save it by putting a train on it. Like, even though it's this short of a distance. I am wondering if I can condense this down, this up, and make this a lot more condensed than what I've got here. I am wondering if I can take, a fairly large platform. I don't have the big one yet, but a fairly large platform, and maybe I don't know, have one color in and do it all on one platform. But then, he, him, ha, I don't know. This is one I'm going to be playing with for future concerns. I will be playing with this blueprint because I'm not happy with how much it takes to get it going. This is a 2-color, okay, but still, imagine any of my other colors are going to be all of this right here, that's a lot. I mean, that's, we're looking at, right here. So, I mean, you're looking at 436 platform units. Don't care about the blueprint cost. I mean, I'm down again. I was almost at 4 million until I started to do all of this. But that's a hefty platform cost for this. Well, hang on. Let's not count those bottom lines. See, it's 354. That's too much. I'm going to let this run like this just for a bit. And then I'm going to revisit it. I got to get back to pin tasks because this one's done. So let's reset all this. So now basically this whole thing can go. Okay. So the white is filling up again, but I'm not using any, so that doesn't make sense that the white is filling up. But I think I don't know. I'm hemming and hawing. These ones are filled up. Those are nice. Those are all backed up. And like I said, everything's going to start to fill, and then everything's all solid. Everything's all solid. Everything's filled up. You can't stuff any more into them. But this one's still working at it. So, I mean, you can't get this particular part, the fluid launcher. You can't speed that up. That's as fast as it's ever going to go. Okay. What you can do is get it backed up, and then this, instead of it being 60 liters, I think it's getting to, right? It will go actually to the top, and then it'll dump that one first, and then dump the second one, and then it starts to fill. So for the first little bit, after the tanks are full, it will spit them out fairly decently, but I'm not seeing any break in production here, meaning my throughput is as fast as I can get it, which means that because I've split them up first, second, and third level, like almost all my blueprints are. That's about as fast as you can get it. Unless I take a bigger platform, and I'm thinking the 3x3. I don't have it. Well, I got 91 points. Okay, let me show you what I mean by this. So, unlock that big platform. If I take the 3x3, and I pretty much do the operation that I'm doing, except, here's the thing. I bring in 3 levels, right, on one line, and then 3 levels on one line, and then have all 3 levels leaving, right? But then but even then I multiply it by 3. It's still the same system. I mean, unless I double up on this, it'd be the only way, would be to double up on it. Double up on it, but then you're spending a lot of blueprint points, or not blueprint, foundation platform points. You're spending a lot of platform points, and that's the part I'm trying to cut. We'll have to wait for the next white piece. What ended up happening? It's going to use the same amount of paint on this piece. Okay, when I go to paint this white. The last piece we just finished doing, it was only painting the bottom piece there, and it ran out of paint. on the white. And I do believe my other ones weren't doing that horrible. The magenta and the whatnot. Those ones are still on this old system that I had. Okay, this one, which to me is not working. Once the system gets stressed, this is not working. And the reason B is that the choke point on the fluid throughput. Because you'll notice that although I've got this, this nice octopus formation here, this line can handle 7,200. This can only handle 1,800. So that was I wanted to point that out because I messed up. I made a mistake. So I'm going to have to redo these guys. Give me a sec. Hey, there we go. There's Cayenne. So once again, there's a lot of lines here. So I'm going to be looking into when I get a chance. I'm going to see if I can't shorten that. And I don't know. Because, I mean, you're still looking at lines have to come in to this system. I mean, I could transfer this onto one 3x3. Okay, no problem. The platform cost is 4, 8, 12, or 18. Okay, I mean, I could do a 2 and a 1, but that doesn't save me anything. That's 8, and that's 4, that's 12. So, I mean, you're still looking at 12 for the platform cost. But now, bringing in your other line. Okay, well, it's, you got this line coming in here, and you got another line coming in there. And then you could, excuse me, you could have all 3 levels right here, accepting paint. And each one of them would do their job, have this big octopus section of lines coming off of it. Yep. So the cost of the lines, there's nothing. The cost of the color mixer is nothing. There's no cost there. So the only cost is the incoming pipes, right? And the only cost there is platform units. So I'm still trying to wrap my head around saving myself platform units. Other than having a train drop off. And you could save up platform units by doing the whole thing on one. Absolutely, I think you could save. Because then I would have... Let's just use this foundation. Well, yeah, I might be able to stick it on a 2x2, but I kind of doubt it. But let's just say I stuck it on that. You could have these sitting, right, side by side to have 4 sets. Having one line come in the bottom, your train could be here, bringing in 4 cars, right? Yeah, you could save. And then have 4 cars come out of it. Right, same deal, and then have 4 cars pick up your Cayenne. Blah blah blah. It would save. It would scrunch it up. It would make it less distance because it would be straight across, but it would be less distance. And you'd be doing all of this underpiping that I'm doing here to get it to the 3 different. You would have pipes on the platform. Moving that around, it'd be a convoluted mess of pipes, and it'd be spaghetti. So, I'll look into that. I came up with that fairly quickly. So I'm sure I can do something different. I'll have to see how the other ones go. So I've changed Cayenne and white, and I'm going to leave magenta and yellow as a kind of a test, and I'll do some more pin tasks, and we'll see how that comes out. So anyway, next pin task. And actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to wrap that up right here. I got my pin task done. I got some concerns about the old paint system to the new paint system. Like I said, I mean, this stuff's all backed up, fine, but it's not pumping the way it should. It's just not, and it's because of these tanks. I think if I would have hooked up one tank per launcher right, and had maybe 3 sets of these, and then you think this octopus little section is bad, that would be even worse, trying to get 3 sets of pipes out of here. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. And, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next one.